Hello everyone, thank you very much for attending today's webinar all about GepaArt. So, GepaArt is one of our products that supports your liver and the protection of blood vessels from high cholesterol. My name is Enver Keleshzadeh. I am a clinical nutritionist and a doctoral researcher at the University of Southampton, London. So, today, basically, our liver is giving SOS, basically, like screaming for danger, just because as a result of increased carbohydrate consumptions, such as like these mostly in the simple forms of that would refer them like this as simple sugars, desserts, fruits, or increased consumptions of like a fried and fatty foods being carrying extra or being weight, and use of preservatives in the foods and the pesticides in everywhere, increased alcohol consumption, increased medications and hormones, stress, viruses, bacteria, parasites, and fungi, protein deficiency, deficiencies of the vitamins such as B vitamins and trace elements, and chronic intoxication, heavy metal or xenobiotics, which are the substances that are naturally not produced or found in our bodies, but they typically introduced from external sources such as drugs, pollutants, pesticides, food additives, and other artificial sources. So our liver is exposed to these factors, as I mentioned, and that's why our liver is screaming for SOS right now. So our product, as I mentioned today, we're going to talk about is the GepaArt, which is our solution for increasing the healthy liver function and the maintaining cholesterol balance. So the composition of the GepaArt has red fermented rice, which is menacholine for cholesterol regulation. We have various plant extracts such as artichoke and corn silk. They have like a chlorotic, and which means like they increase the secretion of the bile from the liver, as well as the amount of solids from the liver, and has a diuretic properties. We have a milk thistle and curcumin, which are hepatoprotectives, and we have several B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B6, B12, and B9 for metabolism. We have several antioxidants, such as dihydrocortisone in liposomal form. I will explain shortly what does it mean. We have alpha-lipoic acid and coenzyme Q10, which inhibit the inflammation of the walls of the blood vessels. We have lecithin, which is a phospholipid. It's for the membrane regeneration in liver cells. We have several enzymes, such as bromelain and papain for improving digestion, and fennel and mint for the elimination of like the flatulence, basically like gas in our stomach area, in abdomens. So let's look at these ingredients one by one, and let's start with the fermented rice of red shade, acquiring its color after fermentation with Monascus purpureus, which is basically like a red yeast. This fermented rice regulates cholesterol levels in the blood when it is elevated, and monacolin has a similar effect as statins. So statins, if you don't familiar with, these are the group of like drugs that are prescribed for reducing the cholesterol levels. And this fermented rice also facilitates the digestion and eliminates stagnation of blood circulation in the liver. The other ingredient in the composition of the GepaArt is the dihydrocortisone in the liposomal form, which basically increases the bioavailability of dihydrocortisone in the formulation, and which is an antioxidant from Siberian larch. Dihydrocortisone has a hepatoprotective antitoxic action, basically protects our liver. It possesses gastroprotective activity, stimulates the process of gastric mucosa regeneration, helps prevent the development of gastric and duodenal ulcers. Dihydrocortisone prevents the development of atherosclerosis and reduces the risk of stroke and heart attack. It has anti-edematous, antioxidant, detoxifying, and capillary protective properties. It contributes to the strengthening the bells of the walls and normalizing cholesterol and triglyceride levels in the blood and improving microcirculation. Milk thistle extract, in our formulation, which is another plant extract, contains silmarin, which has a hepatoprotective properties. It increases the free radicals in the liver and reduces their toxicity and accelerating liver cell generation. It also slows down the penetration of certain hepatotoxic substances into the cells and even toxins from the pale toadstool mushroom. This methicel improves liver function, increases the resistance of liver cells to the infection and various types of poisonings. It also enhances bioproduction and accelerates its extraction, thereby normalizing digestion and metabolism processes. Lecithin, which is a phospholipid, as I mentioned previously in our composition, is the components of the liver cell membrane and are necessary not only for formation, but also for the stabilization of the biological structure and regeneration of liver cell membranes. In various liver conditions, lecithin reduces the cytotoxic action of lymphocytes and the necrosis of the hepatocytes. It normalizes protein and lipid metabolism and has a lipotropic effect. Basically, it protects the cellular structure of the liver and also contributes to the protecting the liver from the process of fatty degeneration, basically also known as fatty liver disease. And another plant extract in the other formulation is the artichoke leaf extract, which enhances the excretion of urea, toxins, and heavy metal salts from the body. It helps to reduce cholesterol levels in our blood. And besides, it helps to reduce the flatulence and nausea, and it facilitates the flow of bile from the gallbladder. As I mentioned, this chloretic and cholinergic effect. And another plant extract in the formulation is the corn silk extract, which prevents the formation of stones and promotes their dissolution. As I mentioned, like the artichoke leaf extract, it has a cholagogic and diuretic effects. Fennel fruit extract in our formulation is an essential oil of fennel stimulate that stimulates the digestion, increase the secretion of the gastric juice, and improve intestinal motility, which helps food to be broken down and absorbed faster. And like the previous plant extracts mentioned, it eliminates flatulence. And another ingredient in our formulation is the mint leaf, which have a positive effect on stomach function and promote relief from intestinal spasm and relieve bloating. Bromelain and papain in our formulation, as I mentioned, these are the digestive enzymes that help the digestion of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. They improve the digestion process, they prevent constipation, flatulence, nausea, and heaviness that you feel after eating, and cleanse the intestines. They break down proteins even in natural conditions, making them beneficial for improving the digestion of heavy meals that you eat, and especially in cases of low stomach acidity and pancreatic enzyme deficiency. So it facilitates the absorption of these fatty heavy meals, and it stimulates the synthesis of bile acids and preventing stone formation and stagnation in the biliary system of the liver. Bromelain and papain also activates liver cell enzymes that are responsible for neutralizing toxins that enter the body or formed in our bodies. Alpha-lipoic acid in our formulation has a powerful endogenous antioxidant which neutralizes free radicals that is produced in the body. It contributes to reducing blood glucose levels and increasing glycogen in the liver, as well as overcoming insulin resistance. Alpha-lipoic acid participates in the regulation of lipid and carbohydrate metabolism and stimulates the cholesterol metabolism. It improves liver function, reduces the damaging effects on endogenous and exogenous outside, basically toxins, including such as alcohol, and exhibits hepatoprotective, so basically protects your liver. It has hypolipidemic, hypocholesтерemic, and hypoglycemic effects. Turmeric extract, which contains polyphenol curcumin in our formulation, has antiseptic, healing, analgesic, it's like a these painkillers effect, and anti-inflammatory and anti-tumor properties. This turmeric extract prevents cell damage and significantly increases their lifespan. It suppresses the inflammatory pathways involved in the development of obesity, and this turmeric extract reduces the level of bad cholesterol, which is LDL cholesterol, low density lipoprotein, and triglyceride levels. Thereby, as a result, basically, it will reduce the risk of developing cardiovascular diseases. And in addition, it improves blood sugar metabolism and protects against chronic liver damage by helping to reduce harmful oxidative stress. Coenzyme Q10, which is also ubiquinone, it's like a vitamin-like a compound, which is a group of coenzymes that is produced in the liver cells and is one of the most powerful antioxidants. Coenzyme Q10 in our formulation stimulates the production of adenosine triphosphate, or shortly ATP. It promotes the conversion of fat into energy and affects the metabolic processes. It normalizes the lipid composition of the blood and improving its properties and regulates blood glucose levels. It prevents cardiovascular diseases, especially important as the age increases. It is necessary for those who take statin drugs, which are drugs that lower cholesterol levels, as I mentioned, and which can result in weakness, fatigue, and muscle pain. So basically, individuals who prescribe to take statins often feel like side effects, like pain in the knees, pain in the back, pain in the calf area, often they get like fatigue, tired usually. These are the all reported side effects. And therefore, taking supplement such as GepaArt, which has coenzyme Q10 and other mentioned ingredients, it helps to reduce these side effects of the statins and still give you an effect of reducing your cholesterol levels, and can even prevent the formation of these side effects in future, because the chronic consumption of these statins will, in most of the majority of my patients at least, is increase their side effects. And coenzyme Q10 is also slows down in the aging processes and has a powerful antioxidant effects. As I mentioned, we have several B vitamins in our formulation, such as B1, B2, B6, B9, and B12. These are water-soluble vitamins that involve in the main types of the metabolism and are essential for normal course of most biochemical reactions in the body. They provide energy metabolism and efficient utilization of carbohydrates. It's necessary for the growth and the development of the circulatory and immune systems, as well as for the creation and proper functioning of the nerve cells. And they participate in carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism and hematopoiesis, which helps to reduce the risk of heart attack. So, to recap, to summarize all the function of these extracts and the ingredients in this complex, and fully in GepaArt, will contribute to the protection and restoration of liver cells. So, as I mentioned, if you go to my first slide, our liver is screaming for SOS, just because if you give unintentionally even damage to your liver, basically it needs to get restored if it is any factors, as I mentioned, like getting excessive amount of calories, fatty foods, and it acts as a hepatoprotector and contributes to the breakdown and neutralization of various toxic substances, including radiation. GepaArt aids in digestion and improves nutrient absorption. It promotes the normalization of bile secretion and prevents the formation of gallstones, and has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects thanks So the unique plant extracts that has a high antioxidant capacity and helps to reduce the synthesis of bad cholesterol, LDL. It strengthens the blood vessels, and it promotes the normalization of metabolism and slows down brain aging and helps inhibit the development of intestinal tumors. So the advantages of our product GepaArt is the having the hydrocortisone in the liposomal extract formulation, which is going to give you the highest bioavailability of its form, and it has synergistic effect. So the ingredients, the vitamins in the formulation and other plant extracts works in harmony, in synergistic, to enhances the function of each other. So to summarize, we have 3 effects in one bottle. First one is the protection of the liver and blood vessels. Second is the cholesterol balance. And third one is the comfortable digestion. It's recommended to take 2 capsules 2 times a day with meals, and it is released as a capsule formula for 90 capsules in one bottle. And here is some recommendations that further enhance the effect of GepaArt. Basically, you can combine the GepaArt with our alpha omega Q10. When you combine this GepaArt with alpha omega Q10, the omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to have potential cardiovascular benefits, including reducing triglyceride levels and improving overall heart health. In addition, coenzyme Q10 is a natural occurring antioxidant that plays a role in energy production within cells and has potential benefits for liver health. So if you combine with this alpha omega, you will have further effects by combination of these. If you combine this GepaArt with the vitamin D, as vitamin D has anti-inflammatory and immunomodulatory effects, they help you to protect the liver from the damage and promotes its overall health. So if you have a little bit vitamin deficiency, which even in the summer countries, we have this vitamin D deficiency. If you combine with the GepaArt, you will have further effects for protecting your liver. If we combine with vitamin C plus our XBI, which is a vitamin C, like it's also water-soluble antioxidant, it will help you to protect your liver cells from oxidative stress and inflammation, which are factors that contribute to the liver damage. And in addition, vitamin C plays a role in collagen synthesis, which is important for maintaining and the integrity of the liver tissue. And if you combine the GepaArt with our cell gut complex, which is very dense, rich in the antioxidants, it can help protect the liver cells from the oxidative stress and will further support your liver health. And it's also very good for your protection of your general well-being of your cells inside your body. And finally, if you combine the GepaArt with Vitamin Pro, is basically these small vitamins and minerals in the formulation, such as vitamin E, vitamin C, selenium, and zinc. They possess antioxidant properties which can help protect the liver cells from oxidative damage. In addition, as I previously mentioned, B complex vitamins, which is going to do extra, will have promote your liver health and support its optimal function further. That is the end of my today's webinar all about the GepaArt, and thank you very much for having your time in listening to me. Have a nice day. Thank you.